Let me tell you guys about the time that I met c418, okay? The composer of Minecraft. I met c418, which is really cool. So I went to Vancouver before PAX. This was like a month and a half ago, right? So my brother, if you don't know, my brother is brothers with the guy whose brother made the Stanley Parable. So anyway, he makes video games. And so my brother and c418 are working on a video game together. That is an actual thing for people who don't know. And that's in Vancouver. So I visited my brother in Vancouver. That's the first time I had been to Vancouver before. I was kind of like doing different things with him, but we went for a little bit to like a coffee shop. He met up with a bunch of friends, including various like indie dev folks who were there. And then c418 was like in this group of folks that I hung out with for a little bit, and then I headed out. So I thought that was like pretty cool. As you guys know, I'm not like a Minecraft person ever. I've not really ever played it or anything. But still, I thought it was cool. So then at PAX 1 week later at the convention, my friend Skip the Tutorial, who's a Minecraft YouTuber, I was like, oh, Skip's gonna be super jealous. And I was like, yo, Skip, last weekend in Vancouver, I met c418. Bet you're pretty jealous, huh? And he's like, oh, that's actually really cool. Like, where'd you meet him? I was like, oh, I was at Vancouver. It was this coffee shop. And Skip was like, oh, what was he like? And I was like, oh, well, I didn't like talk to him. Skip was like, what? It's like, well, he's just like it was like a big group. It was like a big group of people. And there was like 10 people or whatever, and like a couple people, everybody was kind of just talking, a couple people just talking, you know? But he was like in the group. Skip was like, so you were just near c418. He's like, did he say? Did you guys talk at all? And I was like, no, I don't actually think he said a single word. He seemed pretty quiet. Like, I don't remember him actually saying anything. So Skip was like, you didn't even hear him talk. You were just kind of near him, and there wasn't an interaction. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. But that sort of still counts. And then like the next day, we got dinner with my brother, and Skip was there and was like, hey, Davey, Doug told me that he met c418 in Vancouver with you. And Davey was like, what? When? And I was like, well, at that coffee shop, that was c418. And he was like, that was not c418. c418 lives in Texas. That was Nathan. That's just a guy. So I was just near some guy, and I went and bragged about it. I don't even know who it is. I didn't talk to him. I was just near a guy in a coffee shop, and I was like telling my friends about it and making it a big deal. I've never met c418. He's in Texas. Anyway, that's the story how I met c418. It's pretty cool, right, guys? c418 sounds like a cool dude. You're saying c418 sounds like a cool dude based off that story I just told you. To be clear, he had nothing to do with the story. I later learned. I just assumed, for some reason, my brain, c418 is a white guy with a beard, and there was just a white guy in a beard at this coffee shop, and then I know my brother works with him. I didn't like go farther to think of like any of the other details that might like make him the correct person. You're also a white guy with a beard. Yeah, that's not actually that differentiating of a feature. It's from
Hey
the rides.
Doug, I just want to brag about the time I met DougDoug at a coffee shop at the top of a mountain in Iceland. Didn't talk to him, but he was a white guy with a beard, so I'm sure it was him.
I like how everybody's giving me shit. Did you meet Lena Rain, composer of Celeste? Actually, Lena was there. she was actually at the coffee shop. Yes, that I'm sure. I actually know what Lena looks like. I don't know why I was so confident about c418, who I've never seen. Like in hindsight, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of him.